Hello, guys. Welcome to the very first episode of the State of the Art podcast. I'm your gracious and humble but eccentric host, Kweku Finesse. I'm here with my nearest and dearest friends. I'll start from the left. I'm here with Rema. She said she doesn't need introduction because everyone knows her. So
I didn't say that.
so I won't talk much about her. You know her, right? You know
No,
her.
they don't.
Look at her.
I just
you
don't
know
want
her.
to say much. That's all.
Okay, she's very low key, but you know her. Okay, and I have on my right the giant, the magnificent, the handsomest, the man himself
Me this.
of MC Nell podcast fame, Mr.
Wow.
MC Nell.
What's up, bro?
Charlie, small.
How you doing?
I'm cool, bro. COVID, you know how COVID make the year make some way, but still, Charlie, we did.
Yeah,
we did.
As we have left, everything we do.
For sure. Guys, we have a lot in store for you. Kindly stay tuned. And before we even start, subscribe to our YouTube page, Instant Media. Comment, like, share our videos around. We are coming with a storm. We want you to stay tuned. We have more content for you. So go to Apple Podcast, wherever you get your podcast feedback from. Go to Apple, Spotify, stream our podcast from there. Watch the videos. We'll be so grateful. So our first topic of discussion, there's been the year in review has been very hectic. The COVID, the financial crisis, the economic crisis, wanted to project how it was looking for the music industry or the creative industry. Wanted to discuss how by the avenue of shows being shut down, concerts being shut down, you're not able to have public gatherings of any sort for like 8 months. And we wanted to discuss how it's affected our artists. We wanted to find out or throw spotlight on the ones that have been able to break through from that. So first of all, how did COVID impact the creative industry? We all say, oh yeah, for sure it has affected it, but we haven't had the conversation. So we want to know, from your perspective, how do you think it impacted the creative industry, the music, art, and everything?
I think it's not that bad.
Okay.
So far as if you're a good artist, this shouldn't really affect you. I know like shows are not going on and all of that, but like your albums, if you are releasing good music,
sure.
people will still follow it. This is the time you should release like more music because
Yes,
you're actually literally bored.
yes,
and we want to be listening
exactly.
to music all the time.
Exactly.
So I think it serves as an advantage to them, even though they are not like going on shows and all of that. But
sure.
it's actually like not that bad.
Personally, I think the music, the creative space hasn't been so affected, right?
Yes.
The avenue where they flourish in is where people pay attention to their art.
Okay.
And the pandemic has like created that space where people actually get the chance to pay attention to what you do. You
Yes.
understand? So
yes.
it's like
for sure.
the more people are at home,
Yeah.
the more people are paying attention to what you do and all those things. So it has a downside of not being like the regular way they're used to making money, but then there's also created the avenue where there's another way of you pushing your art and still making money. So although they are affected, they are not so affected. And we also saw like people blowing up in the middle of the pandemic.
For sure.
It means that although it's bad on the pandemic is bad on like the general outlook, it means it's still good because you see people coming from Kumasi blowing up in the pandemic, getting international recognition.
Yes, definitely.
It still counts.
Yeah, most definitely. The reason why I was asking is because when you listen to a lot of artists across board, for example, in Africa, we know that music has been digitalized right now. So there's streaming platforms, there's YouTube. You can make revenue there. But when you take a place like Africa, for instance, where even a Sarkodie or someone as huge as Sarkodie, and you check his views on YouTube or you check his streaming numbers, it's still relatively low for the kind of artist he is. You understand? So someone can make the argument that even though the digitalization is a good thing, Africans or African artists are not seeing the better part of it. So how they're making money was by avenue of the concerts, the festival shows, and all that. So my perspective is that, yes, for sure, looking at how artists blew this year, obviously, a lot of people has also seen the better side of the COVID. In terms of now we have people stagnant. We have people in their rooms. We have people that were bored out of their minds and they wanted content. So it wasn't just music. That's why I generalized it, because there are also like shows, podcasts, that were started during the COVID that found their footing because of the stagnancy of everywhere. You understand? So obviously people have survived. But I'm looking at the economic side. We're able to earn as much, or because a lot of people are also complaining that musicians are broke now.
What I'm saying, what I believe is, if you were serious about your craft, then this year you made money. Whether you were doing music or you were doing arts or anything.
Yeah.
This year, a lot of black creatives made like a lot of money.
Yeah,
like this year, especially like generally, because this year we had more people supporting more black creatives. Like everything was almost like,
for sure,
everyone was pushing towards like the black culture now. So I saw it was a plus for black creatives personally. So even though it may look like they didn't earn, if you didn't earn as much this year, then probably means
it was you. Yeah, it was you. Yeah, it's true. It's true.
The hard people they actually. If they knew they had to make the money, they actually
even
went out
if
there.
you like earn as much as you were earning, like when you were playing shows or anything, you can't say you went broke because so far as you are releasing something good, people will listen to it and you still make your money.
Yeah, for
not
sure.
really a big deal.
So it was a matter of their output, as in whatever you were doing. So if you're a musician or if you're a comedian that does skits online, like it was just you just putting out.
Yeah.
You weren't supposed to be bounded by we can't go outside. So
whatever way you were making money, then you just find a new way around it. And just
exactly. Yeah. I feel like it brought the hustlers mentality out of a lot of musicians because most of them they were counting on we'll go to a concert tomorrow, so at least we'll have. But when everything was shut down, I was like, now I have to find other ways of making money.
And the hard people actually did.
Of course, and on the hard people that did, we saw a lot of blowouts this year, like a lot of blowouts. One very standout blowout was the Kumerican guys. They had a huge year. Like you can't downplay them.
I call them the super strikers from Kumasi.
I swear, like it was serious.
They in the game and they just took over.
Exactly. Per avenue of them.
At all.
Exactly.
What pleases me about them is their consistency. Yeah. Because everything they've dropped since they blew up, right?
Yeah.
Has been straight fire. Like you can't even doubt it.
Exactly.
Like everything is like a top song and it's capable of being like a rage song. So like it's dropped at a concert and you see everybody raging to the song because that's the kind of energy they bring in their song. So I'm super proud about their thing.
Charlie,
I had a problem earlier, but Charlie.
What was your peeve?
My problem was with the Kumerican name, like because it's drill.
It was like a gimmick.
Yeah, I felt like it should have been called drill, like regular drill, like or drill from Ghana.
Okay.
Instead of like the whole
Kumerican.
But
it branded it.
Yeah, so I'm putting that aside and I'm accepting like
the sound.
Actually put the sound there.
The work.
It's actually a very good thing. So, they're doing amazing.
Exactly. Were you hip to all the songs, or you were just hip to some songs like "Yebe Sorry" and all that?
I've heard it, but I'm not like really into it. But when you hear it's like good, like
it draws you in, like there's some energy.
It's
like
a fun type of music.
Exactly. And me, what's like amazes me about the blowout is like how it happened. It started as a gimmick. People were just saying Kumerica, they are trying to live like
they were American comedians.
Exactly.
Laughing at them because they thought they were trying to copy
exactly.
style.
Exactly.
It's like I'm laughing at you, but then in the end it came in
like who's laughing, like who had the last laugh? So it's like a dope thing for me. But I wanted to go further than that. My question is, are they going to end up a caricature of themselves? Are they going to end up, it was just a moment? Are they just going to be like 15 minutes of fame? If so, or if yes, how are they going to be able to break out of that barrier? Because we've seen it before. I don't want to mention anyone's name, but even prior to that, someone like let me mention Bosom P Young had a record. He's also from Kumasi. Had a huge record, made waves, right? At least he's been able to stay relevant for, I don't know your definition of relevant, but he's still there, right? So my point is, would they be a caricature of themselves? It's like, would they be just a moment when we see them, we say, Charlie, this people had a wave, but they will be able to stay solid in the industry? If so, like, how are they going to break that barrier?
The thing is, with Ghana's music scene, it's very diverse and very strange. Weirdly, our music sound doesn't stay stagnant for a long time.
Yes.
Because right now, we were Afrobeat bosses. Right now, our entire scene, has shifted to drill music.
It's funny.
You can't say when it's going to shift again.
Yes.
But either ways, you just have to like be the kind of artists that are able to fit into all these things. Because you take like Sarkodie.
Yes.
The Afrobeat scene, he was reigning. The hip hop scene, he was reigning.
The Zonto scene,
he was reigning. In all those things, you understand? So like, if he has been able to be consistent through this thing. The last time he dropped a snippet of him doing drill on his Twitter. Yeah. So you realize that he's the kind of person that's like comfortable in all these genres. Yeah. So regardless the shifts, they're going to be okay. So with the Kumerican boys, if they're able to be okay in every genre that's the scene decides to shift into, cool. Or they can take the bull by the horn.
Yes.
And decide whether to
shift like the game towards
exactly.
Yeah, it makes sense.
And keep it among themselves like how they're doing right now.
For sure.
Well, they have the game.
I think it all depends on them. Because if they remain consistent and like because it's the beginning for them, maybe to get some point they won't release. But if they keep on releasing, like they keep the energy as they started, they'll be like known for what they do, not just like or when they came out, the first 6 songs or something they made, it went. But if they go on, like they'll become like really good. I think so.
My question to you is like, can drill be a genre in Ghana? Like because drill is a genre somewhere. It's not just a wave.
Everywhere.
Like
there's Japanese drill.
For real?
Yeah.
So can it be something that we can see like in the next 10 years will still be around? Because there are several genres that come in. Azonto came and went. This one, Al Qaeda or whatever dance that came with them.
Those were waves, not like genres.
Yeah.
So drill is like a genre.
So like a sub-genre of hip hop. So
yeah. But then the wave is like so they have this Asaka wave. So that can change because maybe how they make their drill music might change.
Okay.
But it's still drill, so
for sure.
Yeah. So if that changes, it's just like
so drill can be like a genre in Ghana that can stay for a while.
Yeah, a very long while. Everyone should brace themselves.
I personally don't believe so.
Why don't
because as much as the sound drill that as we have it now is different from how it started. It started from Chicago with Chief Keef, right?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Them UK niggas been doing drill.
No.
Are you sure the UK people here, they don't be mad at you?
No. The drill genre, right? It started
drill is
in
UK
Chicago
style of music.
Then it went to UK. It started with Chief Keef. Yeah.
I don't know how it started. But I know that's the regular way of like
UK took the sound and changed it. But the name drill music started in Chicago with like LA Capone, Chief Keef, and Lil Reese and all that.
Yeah, yes. I also thought it was UK type of music.
Then UK took this and made a sound out of it.
Okay, maybe that's what you're so sure about.
Yeah, no, like everything, the whole story, like it's documented. I thought you knew. That's why I brought it up. So to me, I feel like the sound will always be in UK, right? I feel like the sound will always be in UK, but I think that Brooklyn took it and they globalized it. Brooklyn can hop out of it, but other people have picked up the mantle. People like 5U and all that are doing it. But I feel like it will come as a wave, but it will die down.
It would.
And one thing is that America industry dictates the wave everywhere. What they jump on.
I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
I understand you because sometimes drill songs sound the same, right? So
yeah, it's like they are all trying to.
The prospect of it dying down. Or people getting tired is
another thing coming.
But here's the case, Afrobeat also sounds the same, right?
But then
people still listen and people still jump to it. So I feel like that's how it's going to turn out.
For sure.
For sure.
You
guys are going to listen to Joe?
Of course. Your talk.
Who your boys want?
Kofi Jam, Kenneth, Kawabanga, like Charlie, go stream them. Like them, songs be fire. The energy is infectious.
Crooked Boys, them too.
I swear. And I think Accra Boys too started doing.
The Crooked Boys, the Accra Boys.
Oh wow.
Endowed, I'm like
Dead People.
Yeah, all those people.
Yeah.
See, do you know why Joe can actually stay? You realize that the Dead People remix of their song they did, right? Their viral song they did.
Yeah.
It has Kumerican on. It has
everyone.
On.
It has
so
everyone.
you realize that the people who are reigning in the Afrobeat scene are actually comfortable doing drill too.
But that's the thing. Those people will come. They'll ride with the wave, but when it's done, medical can still survive without drill. Kwame Eugene is still drillless. He can hop on a drill beat and spit, right?
Yeah,
but when
so
it's done, they
Joe
can still
stay.
stand on themselves.
So
Can-
Joe
It can actually stay so far as they are good.
yes.
What if they decide to really like almost all the
Consistent.
time? So like, I think it can stay.
It can,
be very-
it can stay.
yeah,
It can
fine.
stay. It can
Yeah.
stay. Okay, so I personally have doubts, but my co-host has solidified the staying. I hope so because, like, I'm a Kumasi boy, so if it stays, I'll be happy. All right. We'll move to the next topic. We've been having conversations. What was it?
Because I'm listening to him. I want you to come to talk about me.
So that could be office like that. So we'll see same things.
What do you say?
The way we do of this.
Well, I look awkward there.
Okay.
Because I was trying to figure out what you were going to say next. That's all.
Yeah.
My mind-
What will we go next?
The pandemic people. So we talk about that.
I think I want to finish.
The politics people.
Okay.
The people doing politics with music. Isn't that what we-
Yeah, that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. Okay. There's been a huge conversation going on social media about artists involving themselves in politics. It's been a conversation that's been around forever. The likes of people like Fela Kuti, several musicians that have also stood in their capacity as social commentators or social activists to speak on political issues. But one thing that always seems to be controversial is whether they are supposed to add their mouth to a certain political ideology or a political party. There's been hula baloo about Sarkodie dropping a song that had a line about kind of endorsing MPP. He came out to say, yo, nah, that's not my intention. I thought different, right? But he was trying to say he didn't want to have any voice, or he didn't want to add his voice to any particular political party. I wanted to find out. My question is, are we supposed to even follow musicians on any social topic? Are we just
we should
supposed
follow them.
Okay.
I mean, they're part of the society.
Okay.
So
but
so it's only right that and
Yeah.
they're influential people.
But
so
being a politician means what do? You do politics.
everyone can do politics.
Everyone
How
can do,
politics
but
is
we
affects
professionally.
us. Everyone is doing it. In
When
the
you're-
end, you end up voting. That's you doing politics. Do you
Oh, yeah,
understand?
of course. But
So all
then
those
when you're
things
on a
count.
platform or a pedestal and you
So it's
speak
like the
and
positions
people,
of influence.
Exactly.
And they using their voice to like support
Yeah.
those things.
No,
to
not the
some
supportive.
It's not wrong. So
But they can speak on it.
right?
They can raise awareness about
But
it.
wait, like his line he dropped,
Yes.
and even if he comes out to say he wasn't really supporting them, probably because he just needed a line and it made sense.
Sense. Like it actually
Yeah.
It made sense
So him
when he
saying
needed it. So
supporting
if he
them-
says he's not doing politics with it, sure, because it actually made sense. He wasn't really.
Even okay. I feel away. But my question to you is that are they is it morally right or ethically right for them to throw their influence behind a political party?
Like
and stuff?
the reason why you say it's not right is because people are really like into politics, and if they find out
Yes.
this person is for this party, this person is for that party, they like, okay, then I don't like your music again. Like
Yeah.
people are actually like that.
It
Exactly.
actually is like that.
Yeah.
Even, like everywhere in the world, it actually is
Exactly.
like that.
So maybe that would be why they shouldn't like put it out there, because of what like their fans or whatever think about.
Okay.
Probably that's right. So I think it might be a disadvantage, because if I really like the person, and probably because of the party, people will be like, okay, then I don't like. So it will be a disadvantage.
Actually,
For them.
that's very a situation like that is evident in the American election, right?
Yes.
When Lil Wayne came out and said
Exactly.
he was supporting Trump, his girlfriend broke up with him.
Yes.
Do you understand? And which I felt was fine.
It was fine that they go.
Yeah, because Trump is not a person you support.
Yeah.
Like, why would you say you're
So I'll
supporting
come to
Trump?
another point
Do you
from that
understand?
one.
So
yes.
So with the Ghanaian artists having their voices in or social commentary on politics, it's totally fine, right?
Uh-huh.
But then it puts you in a position of ridicule where anyone can just say anything to you just because you support politics or like a particular political party.
Exactly.
Because people on this side are very sentimental about politics.
Exactly. No professional at all.
But I don't know if you guys have realized, it's like this year's voting, everything. It's like right now the youth are more like involved. I don't know if you're like on Snapchat or something.
Yeah.
Like everyone is supporting a word like someone else. It's like I've never seen anything like that before. It's like they are rather more
So
into
partially
it.
are the musicians
Yeah, and you know, like the youth make up the like they really listen to
the music.
and because of how involved they are, they might probably find it offensive if the person they really like is supporting a party they don't support.
Yes.
So if they are really into politics, they might say like, nah, this guy, like people are actually like that. So yeah,
Definitely.
I don't think it's really smart for
It's not
them
the
to
best.
like.
It's actually I don't think it's the best, but then it's not
It's not
exactly
wrong
to
to
stop them from doing what they want.
Okay,
If
so
it's
they
my
have the
party and I want to
freedom
come
to-
out, if you don't like me, sure, something like that.
So ethical. The reason why I brought the issue of ethics is because we've had situations where political parties are actually handing out bags to people for them to. So people are speculating and theorizing that Samini, for instance, perhaps took money from them. Lil Wayne definitely took money from Donald Trump. Apparently, according to a report I heard, Donald Trump actually had like $1 billion to give to any celebrity that was willing to come out and say, "Yo, go and vote." So Lil Pump, who was called Lil Pimp by Trump, obviously Trump never knew him from anywhere, went to a MAGA rally and declared his support for him.
Yeah,
Because
it's-
at the end of the day, Charlie, his pocket was enjoying.
The thing is,
so
since
ethically,
since it's not wrong, if you're bringing the bag and I need the bag, yeah, take it.
for sure.
So for us to give it to the person doesn't mean they actually support you. They can talk
The
to
thing is,
you.
someone can say it.
It's politics.
There was a situation where during the NDC era,
Yes.
Shatta Wale had a song called Mahama Paper.
Yeah.
The NDC wrote the wave, whether he did it for them or not. They wrote the wave, right?
Exactly.
And in Akufo-Addo's time, MPP era,
Yeah.
he's purported to be supporting Akufo-Addo.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
anything that gives him the bag,
He would go for it.
For
and
sure.
you can't hold it to his neck.
For sure.
And the thing is, people forget easily. They let it go. How long did they drag Sarkodie? Right now, you go and people are jamming to the song like it's not
Sure.
So
For sure.
to an extent, it's not that deep because
It's not.
because you can't force them to do what
It's
they want.
politics. You can't like always play by because I'm sure you have people in another party who they are not really cool with their party who end up voting for the other party.
Yeah.
It's all what you get from it. It's like when I benefit, sure I'm in. So I don't think people should take it much personal when it comes to entertainment.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. It's true. I think the underlying fact is all these political parties, they come and they go. But
See, that's the whole point.
yeah, they are all
Your craft is what you have.
preaching the same message. Charlie, like,
Yeah.
Charlie. So
Yeah.
you'd have to benefit however
It doesn't
you go
even
benefit.
change the entertainment
Yeah, it
in
doesn't
any
really
way.
affect.
So yeah.
So people, so people are just, they are just sensitive about it when it comes out, but they don't really give it.
They forget easily.
Yeah.
After a week, like on Twitter, like the next day there will definitely be something like hotter than what's there.
What
So,
was-
But actually, like even going deeper into, I don't even want to go into politics. But one thing I know for sure is that when you throw your influence behind Akufo-Addo or whoever, right? It's like some few days to election, so we don't want to. If you throw your influence behind any political party and they actually lose, you'll be affected in the next regime.
That's not exactly guaranteed.
Oh yeah, for
I
real,
don't- I
like
don't know how- I don't know
Lumba,
how
for
guys-
instance,
I don't
during
know how-
NDC, like
But
if
I
you
don't
have
know- I don't
any
know how-
influence,
I don't know how that-
exactly, like yeah.
how
So
will it
to
actually
me,
affect them though?
if
Because
you have any influence, for instance, Lumba,
Unless of course they don't get like,
obviously-
unless from they don't get like government dues like.
yeah,
Except
but that
that's-
won't really affect them because they're already making their money and music.
exactly. If you are making your money 100% from music, you are
It
fine.
will only affect you if, like, for sure, we know that
Yeah.
as for you are this party, you are really into them. Like,
Exactly.
they give you contract, you're supposed to make music for them and promote their brand. That's one for sure. It might affect you a little because all you do is make music for them. But if you are not really into that, it won't really affect you. Whether you make a song
can
for
get
them and you
away
don't
with it.
win or not.
I don't know. I have a
really a
strong
big deal.
feeling about. I just don't. It doesn't sit right with me. Like you shouldn't do that. That's my.
It's not so right. It's not so wrong. It's just
It's neither here or
As
there.
you can't control people. So.
yeah.
Yeah, for real. So, moving on to a new topic. I wanted to talk about the Grammy nominations. It came out last week, or it was this week.
The bullshit.
Charlie, people have strong.
YouTube.
People have strong feelings about the Grammys. I personally don't really weigh the Grammy to a pedestal, but I get it when you have the Grammy to your
Why don't you
name.
wear them to a pedestal? They
When-
are one like
Oh,
they're one of the
yeah.
most coveted award.
I was coming to that.
Like
When-
everyone watches this. Like,
yeah,
the
and it's
best.
like yeah,
you wouldn't want to
if like
see.
you're going for a show and Grammy nominated, Grammy like 5-time
Even
Grammy
to
award
add
winner.
it to your name.
It's
And
like-
your repertoire,
You
it's
made
like
it.
yeah, it's a
You
you
made
thing. I
it.
get it, I get
If you
it.
don't win,
Trust me, I get
it's
but
just
You still
but
win.
we've also seen several times where they get it wrong.
Several times.
Countless times.
Since 2014.
So, before that,
they've been guessing the nomination.
before that, how on it does Tupac doesn't have a Grammy, Nas doesn't have a Grammy, like countless iconic rap stars or rap
The thing is,
artists
the thing
don't
is,
have a Grammy.
The thing is, with what I've come to understand
Yeah.
about the Grammys, if you are sort of blacklisted in quotes
Yeah, in the industry.
in their industry, then oftentimes I know you're likely not to win.
Not to even get a nomination.
I think it's like that everywhere when it comes to awards. You
It's
shouldn't
all
really
politics.
put your
that
mind
was
into
politics.
it.
Yeah,
'Cause-
so
Yeah,
you should
it's
do it
very
for the love of the
political.
craft.
Yeah, no.
Exactly.
If you get that
So
award,
when I
that's-
say
And
that,
the
I
end
don't
up-
put them there. To me,
Oh
subjective.
yeah, a lot of people don't.
That's
put
how
them,
I feel.
I don't put them there.
Because there are
too.
lots of
Drake
people
doesn't
that-
put them there too. But
Yeah.
he has won like, a lot of Grammys.
Oh yes, for sure.
Because like
Counts
you
for
know that this is my person and you're expecting them to like
And then-
nothing happens and you're like
Yeah,
how
you
come,
feel
like,
you feel
this
heartbroken.
person is so good, but then
Exactly.
when you go into them, like what they do is like they prefer this person over this. So
Yeah,
most of the time you
because
don't
of the
really
look.
care about like
Yeah.
what people think outside
the
them.
thing is, music is subjective sometimes.
Yeah.
So sometimes your preference may not reign.
Oh, but sometimes
people-
some of them.
Sometimes it's obvious
For instance,
too.
this
Sometimes
this
it's
year,
obvious.
this year, the weekend.
This year's
This year is the weekend year.
Who doesn't like the weekend? Like everyone
Like
listens
for
to
yeah, for real. Like
Everyone
right,
listens to
you
him.
Bob, he dropped one of the biggest albums in the
But
year.
I think his reaction
But
to
yes,
him not being
still.
nominated was funny.
It was
He
because
was mad all over the place. He deleted
oh,
the
but
music off the
it's
stream and
heartbreaking
stuff.
because the guy actually like he's invented a new persona for this album. He's been going to every public appearance. He's
I
wearing
feel like
those
he should-
things.
I feel like he should
You
act the
Bob,
Joker next. He should act the Joker.
yeah, it's like in the
So fit everything he
same.
has done.
You Bob, like it's in the same thing. It's in the same line. You Bob, so
They
him not
didn't-
getting it's very
like,
heartbreaking.
everyone didn't expect
Yeah.
that back.
At all.
Yeah.
Like at all.
So-
like his videos were top notch. The song.
He's won other awards to those EMAs, VMAs. He's been
Right.
winning. Like,
deserved,
but
like, he was
obviously,
supposed to
people
be there.
agree that his album was dope. So they've given him the awards to show for
Everyone
that.
is like expecting. I don't think you should really expect anything when these
Sure.
things are being released, like,
Sure.
because you just be heartbroken.
It's hard.
Sure.
It's hard to not expect, especially if maybe you have like a label supporting you.
Yeah,
And you know
they're
you
all
did the
doing
right,
the right
submissions
things,
and
yeah.
all those things,
And it's
it
like
still gets
comes
snubbed,
out and you
especially.
don't
And
even
trust me, they
get-
pick people who aren't even going to match his type of energy.
At all.
Yes,
At all.
yes,
You know what's
like
worse? I
it's
feel like
not-
it's worse when
not right.
when like you know you've done the right thing.
But then you're still not there.
and there are some people that
It's crazy.
also weren't expecting to be nominated, and they're
And
like,
they were.
"Ah, really? Like, okay,
Do
thank
you really
Yeah, but
think they
so-
don't know the? I think they.
Oh no,
The
they
thing
submit
is,
the
once
app
you
there.
submit, you start
Yeah,
expecting-
no, but the label
Yeah.
sometimes the label even submit without even knowing. They'll just submit for you. You Bob,
That's tight.
So it's like
But the Grammys are
Some of them are there.
I'll be cool. But
yeah, there are some awards that people don't even know that they are told like the morning that oh yeah Charlie you get nomination. Oh okay cool. Some people they don't really care about Grammys anymore.
Yeah.
But coming on that point, there's been a lot of like talks on social media about like how much Ghanaians are participating in the Grammys. To me, it's a reach because yes, it's a huge reach
Right.
because the only category designated for the world is global music, right? That's the name of the category. It involves all the continents in the world. So it's not just Africa. So when you are trying to so when people on
My one minus America.
Yuba minus Americans, the Latinos are their Grammys. All the reggae people, all those people, they are part. The Afrobeats,
Yeah, so-
the Nigerians, the South Africans.
Yeah.
So when people on social media are bashing Sarkodie and Stoneboy and Samini, yeah, I said Samini, Shatale.
That's just somebody to get with it.
Samini, I always flash here. So when people are online and they are bashing the 3 S's or the big people here for not getting a nod, to me it's unfair.
Oh, totally unfair.
To me, it's
It's
unfair.
not anyone's fault that they don't get nominated.
Exactly.
I don't think it's their fault too.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
We like them
To
and
some
we
extent,
support
we enjoy
them.
their music.
So it's like, what else should Sarkodie do for you to know Sarkodie
good.
is all time?
He should stay to himself. He should do what he's comfortable doing.
Exactly.
That's
Like
what
he's
Yeah,
overproof.
yeah.
people shouldn't drag them for not being on it.
You but like Sarkodie has done it all. Like me, I'm not a huge Sarkodie shipper, at least from psychology coming or from wherever, right? But I still know that I will never sit anywhere and say that Sarkodie is not the good. Yeah, like he's done it all.
He's like already there. He doesn't really have to force himself. It's like if you like him, you like him. If you don't like him, okay, sure. Like,
exactly.
That's everything to prove to you.
Yeah. And those like so their defense is like, oh yeah, but then Wizkid Dams and whoever the case may be, they are getting Grammy noms, right? How do you feel about that?
Because these people have international label backing.
Yeah. So, and like every album they have the international people on it. You can't really compare.
Cause those things are not easy to do. Like to have like a young tag on your album.
It's
or
not.
Like,
it's not just the money.
Those things are like.
It's not just the money.
Aside,
yeah,
like
setting up the feature. It's not a
It's
small thing.
actually
Yeah, it's not a
they
small
don't
thing.
have it yet.
Yeah.
So I think Ghanaians should just like relax for them. They just
They should know that words are in the end of everything. They're getting good music.
They aren't there, but like they might get there. So
for real, I think we are closer now. I think we are closer now.
But it's a good thing you mentioned Wizkid too. Like the old them Nigerians.
Yes.
He dropped albums this year. What you guys think?
It's been a very powerful year. Burna, obviously.
I like how you
Yeah.
So much energy.
The reason why I'm saying that is because we all thought the COVID would downplay the album releases, but I think from when they found their foot, like at least the third quarter, fourth quarter, they all started releasing. So you realize their albums.
What was the biggest surprise for you?
Biggest surprise, I knew Made in Lagos would come. I didn't know Davido would drop an album.
Yeah,
this
I was
year.
also not expecting. And it's actually like really good because you know, like how sometimes on an album you're expecting like maybe the first four will be good,
and then the rest will be like
I like everything. Then maybe I don't just like some two, but it's like even when you go from down, you still
he's
find
working
something
like he's working extra. I mean, I thought he was.
My surprise was Diddy appearing as the executive producer on Burna Boy.
For sure, that was a huge plus.
That was like.
But this comes back to the point where we were saying that these are all parts of the things that makes your album get the Grammy nom.
Oh, yeah,
when you have a fixture like Diddy on your album,
and you
for
know,
sure,
you know Burna Boy is winning that category, right?
we are hoping so.
He's actually.
I'm praying so.
It's quite straightforward.
But we know the Grammys, Charlie.
No, at this point, last year he was going to win, but he lost to Angelique Kidjo, right?
Yeah.
And this year she's not there. So what are you telling me?
This album was something that like you listen to and like you're enjoying everything. So it's like when everyone wants to listen to it.
Bro.
Yeah.
And he said he had a plus. He dropped like first. Like
before all this. It was also because of, like
no
you
one
wanted
was
the
really
Grammy
expecting it to be that good. Like it was extremely good.
That was also a surprise for me. But I think he even mentioned that right after he lost, he spoke to Angelique Kidjo. Angelique Kidjo showed him something to do. So I think the advice was like drop another one.
Burna Boy is winning for me. Burna Boy is winning. And
we are all hoping
there's
so.
nothing I can, like anyone can do about it. That's what I think. That's like a strongest conviction.
Yeah, we are all hoping
Okay,
so.
if he doesn't win.
I don't want to throw all my
if he doesn't win, I
expectations.
don't know anyone else in the category that's going to win. So.
Exactly. But like we shouldn't throw all our expectations. That's why I'm
He's only
trying
African,
to.
actually. Should take it.
He might win because he's that
But
good. He deserves it.
Next year, Sarkodie will be the only African.
Probably.
I hope so though. I hope so. I mean,
Yeah, for sure. But then, so speaking on the albums, like I want you to give like any album that you want people to be aware, especially Ghanaian albums. So we know that the Ghanaians that dropped. Charlie, we suck. Like how we don't know Ghanaian?
please, Ghanaians we don't say. There are a lot of
We as a podcast, we suck for not being able to mention it like 4 times.
We can.
Yeah.
We did.
There's
There's
Dark Vibes. There's
What's the name of the album?
Wait, I know it. I promise I know it.
Cornerstone. Let's see.
No,
Cornerstone.
Cornerstone project.
No.
He had a
Pan logo.
Yes, exactly.
Was it this year?
Yeah, it was this year. It was in April.
Oh, then it falls. So
It's funny how like Ghanaian music, even though it has like the local language inside, we are not really like key to it. But Nigerian music and they have their language and we are like singing like word to word.
So Dako has an album.
Yeah.
Kiddy did drop something, an EP. Kwame Eugene dropped an album.
Sure, Kiddy's EP was dope.
Yeah, very dope.
Kwame
That's
Eugene,
the biggest song in Ghana, in my opinion.
Yeah. This year.
Second.
No. Sorry Day.
Say cheese.
Sorry
Everyone
was
likes
huge.
it.
Are you going to put you're very sorry over say cheese. Are you honestly? Be honest with yourselves.
Nah, in
If
terms
you
They
step
both
out
have the
right now.
vibe.
okay,
No.
sorry, it's like rookie song of the year. And then
Biggest-
say cheese
Okay,
because
I
song of the
think
year.
the sorry is like a more like guys will enjoy it better.
yeah, exactly.
And
Yeah,
how
it's a
many- and
gender.
there are obviously
It's
more
a
women-
gender thing.
And
It's
there
a
are
gender.
obviously more women than men.
Are you sure?
Yeah, so I
They're
think
like,
it's
See,
yeah,
and
yeah,
also,
yeah.
and also
Come
the
to think
older
about
generation.
it.
so sorry
enjoy
comes on.
say
You're in
cheese
a
more
concert,
than
right?
song.
Yeah, they
Sorry
all-
comes on. You're in a
A
concert.
concert's
Sorry
full
comes
of-
on.
a song get- a
And
concert's
say
full of
cheese
young
comes
people.
on. When the one way go get the wildest rave.
Let me tell you, like you know, like women are a lot here, and
Uh-huh.
I try to tell women won't be so comfortable singing.
Okay.
Yeah, but sorry,
They will
like
be
it's
though,
not-
but if
it's
say
not
cheese
so
comes
You have
on,
a point.
actually,
Yeah,
say
yeah,
cheese- say cheese for the win.
yeah.
Yeah.
Then yes.
Numbers wise, I think say cheese.
I feel like Ghana music is getting there.
Yeah.
slowly,
It's getting-
like, because
Yeah.
we're actually like getting a hold of.
I
what
think
we're
we should
writing.
start enjoying our music
Yeah.
better. If
Alright.
we
We
should
enjoy,
enjoy our shit better.
like
Okay.
it will get there.
Like how Nigerians enjoyed
sure.
that shit and it blew up.
For
We should
sure.
also enjoy
For
our
sure.
stuff.
So Panogo, Dakon, Joey B dropped this year. I
drop
think-
some projects.
Charlie, check them
Right
all
now,
out.
the hottest album.
Amare. Yeah. Dope,
Bro,
dope album.
That album is lit from
Dope
top
album.
to bottom, from bottom to top.
Very
you guys
dope.
should go and listen to that.
The alternative will be wild.
Yeah. She's right now. She's carrying the OTC in China.
Like like even Nigeria in Ghana, he's carrying
Yeah,
it.
people think she's Nigerian. What she?
Yeah, for real. Like he's
Even Nigerians think she's
like people
Nigerian.
be commenting
Like,
under a video. Like I
Yeah.
thought you were from Nigeria. People don't even know she's from Ghana.
But yeah, she's
Very
a
solid
robot.
project. I think Calvin Boy also dropped.
Yeah.
Calvin
Very
Boy
good
dropped.
project too.
Very dope. Adina dropped.
Oh yeah,
Araba.
I saw the comments.
Yeah,
but I
there
haven't
was,
personally paid attention to
yeah,
much,
it was,
but
it
I
was,
think
it was
it's
trending
good.
on Twitter. It was dope. It was a very good project.
So all in all, Ghanaians,
Yeah.
they are doing well.
Yeah.
You
So
slowly get
okay, guys, we've come to the end of the podcast. Thanks for your contribution. It was amazing. We wish we could go on for like the next 30 minutes, but we have to wrap up. Thank you for listening to the podcast. Tune in same time whenever you're watching the video for the next
Make
episode.
sure you subscribe.
Yes, yes,
Turn on
yes.
your post notification.
Exactly.
Follow us on social.
Exactly.
Everywhere.
Twitter,
Follow
everywhere.
me too. I'm MC now.
Yeah. Charlie, drop your
I'm
handles.
myth_south, like myth_south on Instagram,
Yeah.
and on Snapchat is Ms. Rema, like
Miss Rema.
MHY.
We'll be in the videos too, so like
You
look,
have to easy.
it's in the video. Yeah.
No, Tuesdays.
Tuesdays.
Yeah.
Don't misinform them. Some boys are waiting for this, so that's why they were watching.
No,
them.
don't say
They want to go and view
The
the
girls are also
Instagram.
waiting for you guys.
Because I'm waiting.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I
they're
hope so.
waiting,
I hope
they're
so.
waiting.
I think I deserve it. Okay. Charlie, your Twitter.
Oh, I'm MC now everywhere.
Yeah.
MC now.
People know you. I forget to. Charlie.
No. People
Sakwede is son. Okay. Kweku Finesse Twitter. Kweku Finesse IG. I think. But Twitter is like my main source
Bro, that's
of.
rude. What do you mean by it?
Because I don't
You
really.
respect your
But like, no, I don't
You don't
really.
go there like that.
Yes,
Right now,
I'm
Instagram is
not.
the most, Charlie.
I swear, like I like conversating more, so I'm more Twitter based. So follow our podcast handles to State of the Art Podcast on Twitter, on IG to follow our podcast pages on Spotify, Apple Music, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Thank you guys for watching. Catch us same time next week for 3.
Hey.
Okay. Bye.